Morning, guys. Just checking to make sure the microphone's on. Morning. Foot is kind of getting worse. It seems I may go to the doctor just to make sure I didn't break anything. Like the last time I ended up doing something to the other foot, and I ended up breaking a bone in the foot, like just a fracture, but really there was nothing that they could do for it. But really I just wanted to make sure that all the bones healed properly. So that way they wouldn't have to break it again to put it back into place. But yeah, the foot is turned. Well, I'll show you. It's, whoa. It's not like all black and blue, but different spots of it is. Like down here is turned black and blue. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's still swollen pretty good. I tried to walk on it yesterday, so the whole ridge here is all still swollen. It's like there's no ankle there. But yeah, it's I'm in flip-flops, but I'm about to begin doing the rice again, so, well, rest, ice, compression, elevate, so rice, anyway, yeah, that was from Dallas. I gotta turn this light off, it's too damn early for me. Alright. It's not off, but whatever. So yeah. The tenants gave me a check to deposit for rent. It's all scribble scratched, initialed and everything else. The bank didn't want to take it, but the amounts were legible. So I was like, can you just at least try? Teller didn't want to take it, and tenants, well, I don't understand why. Why wouldn't they take it? There's money in the account. That's not the point. It said it's not legible. So, whatever. We'll see in the next day or so if it cleared the account. Other than that, I have more money in the account than what I thought, so I'm trying to drain a little bit more out of it. I was trying to hike up to the bank to go do all of this yesterday. That wasn't happening. I can only go so far and then that's it. I can't hike miles like what I was used to. Anyway. I would say it might be a mile each way from the house. Something like that. But whatever. Ooh. So yeah, I can't wait. Ooh. It would be so cool if my tenants would do a little crypto. Then they could pay me in crypto too. Just like I'm paying the trust now in crypto. Whatever. I mean, I can convert it later, but I don't know. I think I'll be 100% crypto after the property is paid in full. So I don't have much longer to go. It's like 4 years or less, something like that. So, I mean, it's not that much. I went into the bank, to a different bank, before leaving to go to Dallas. And I wanted the payoff amount. And I don't know why they couldn't give it to me. They haven't tried to call me back or anything. So I would like to go back in there with all the documents and everything of the trust and say, okay, now can you get the back office here? Just I don't know. They must have thought, oh, here's this guy walking in off the street. He doesn't have a car. Who is this weirdo? I didn't have the account number on me or any of that. My trustee pays the mortgage and all of that. So I just verified that it's been paid. That's all. That's all that I do. Because I can still go and withdraw funds from the trust in order to make a payment if I need to. I set it up that way. In case something were to happen with a trustee, or in case just to cover all bases. Because there's always something that's going to come up. And I need the ability to do something. It's beyond me why things are not set up on auto pay. That's what I would do. But I guess other people are still so stuck in their ways that I don't get it. I would have just done auto pay, then I don't have to worry about the shit. And the only reason why there's only 4 years left to pay on the mortgage or thereabouts is from attacking the principal on it. That's how. But you know, after looking back, I think I would have done things a little different. Probably close to the same. But I mean, no one knew that Bitcoin was going to do this. No one knew all these other projects were going to do any of this. I mean, back in the day, all we had was just a handful of coins to choose from on an exchange. And I say a handful, like 10 coins. And they were just stupid names, you know. You had Bitcoin and Litecoin. But what were the other things? Like Filecoin, Earthcoin, stuff like that. I mean, it's like, what? Huh? You know, back in the day, I just thought that Bitcoin was just another way that I could mint my own money. Like back at the Federal Reserve. You know, it was more of a, I don't know. I used to look at it as a way I could make my own dollars. That was it. And the funny thing is, people used to laugh at us. I remember when Bitcoin was like anywhere from 1 to 10 cents. And no, I couldn't figure out how to mine. I had the whole black screen and all pulled up. But at that time, I didn't know how to Control-C to copy and then Control-V to paste my wallet address into the line in order for payouts to come about. I didn't. I was, and then I went blind in 2011, and I was just, I had bigger fish to fry. I was worried about other things, so I didn't find crypto until 2014. So I went to a camp for the blind in 2013. But yeah, back then, we didn't know it was going to do what it did. So, I mean, I didn't do the whole Magic the Gathering thing. I was like, I guess I would say I was more the Jim Rogers approach, where I came in after a catastrophe. So I came in like right after Magic the Gathering, where it stayed in that slump for like 2 or 2.5 years, like between $200, $250, and then after that, then it jumped up to like 400, 600. So you'll hear me say between $200 and $400 is where I bought in, because I don't know the exact amount of what I paid. I do know this. Well, I'll say it. I'll finish up on that. So the Jim Rogers approach. So I got into Bitcoin around that time. I got into Ethereum, I want to say in 2016. The week after the DAO hack. So Ethereum traded between like $7 and $11 the week after, and for a little while also. I was just scratching my head. I was like, well, what is this thing? And I started listening to Vitalik up on stage explaining a few things, and I'm like, well, it did just crash, so let me throw a few dollars at it. I did. And then converted that into Bitcoin. And then, I don't know, if I'd have known even then what I know now. Wow. Because I can remember having so many of it, and I'm like, well, what's the point? Good morning. Good morning. Now I know the point. So, an undervalued asset to an overvalued asset, which really, I question, is it overvalued? When you look at all the partnerships behind it, the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, you do a little homework into that. Now, I know I've asked many people, what other languages for smart contracts would they consider? And everyone is still stuck in Solidity. What about Plutus? What about I don't know. I'm thinking an alternative to Ethereum. I guess that's why I was in Tezos, ICO. And I still hold enough Tezos to bake. I'm not running a Baker node. I could. My thing is, I don't understand it just yet. I guess that's why, same reason I didn't buy in a Dash node. I could have bought that. When Dash first came out, I mean, you needed 1,000. I watched it go from like $1 to $3. So worst case, it would have cost me $3,000 to have a masternode of Dash. Thing is, if you don't know how to program and code, well, you're screwed. So basically, you're just holding a coin. So, but I don't know. At this point in the game, I'm looking at other things that I can actually do. Because with what, 7 to 11 transactions a second for Ethereum, something like that. I mean, CryptoKitties, I mean, and then the gas fees. Surely there's another way. I mean, like Icon, ICX, right? That's the Ethereum of Korea. That's kind of cheap right now. I've been kind of looking at that a little. I mean, I don't own any. I thought about it. Thought about it a little bit. But my thing is I can't own them all. But the ones that I do own, I want to try to use. Because now it's a different thing for me. You know, everyone says, well, win moon, win moon, win moon. Once you hit the moon, then what? All you're telling me, win moon, is that you've been in crypto less than 4 years. Because it's roughly a 4-year cycle. So when I look at it, at a 4-year cycle, I've tried to explain this to other people. So I see crypto happening in 4-year cycles. Go watch Dub Digital on YouTube. He explains it very, very well. Add a 0. Just add a 0 to the previous all-time high. So when you look at it in cycles, yeah, we may be in a slump right now. I don't know that. Neither do you. To see Bitcoin, previous all-time high at 19,000, well, add a 0 to that for this run. Ethereum's previous all-time high, not this all-time high, not 3,500. So previously it was what, 1,500. I can see, excuse me, I can see 1,500 in my head. So add a 0 there. That's 15,000 during this run is what I'm expecting. Same thing, Litecoin. Add a 0. So it went to what, 350, roughly, maybe $400. So add a 0. So $3,500 Litecoin. Just add a 0. That's the way that I see it. However, within that same sentence, I know that we've hit 0.618 during this cycle, a Fibonacci retracement of 0.618. And now we've taken back off again. I missed this 618 pullback, and I'll tell you why. It's because how long has it been since we hit a 0.786? So yeah, I would say I'm a short-term bear. That's why I've only been accumulating the dollar value on the side as my dollar cost average. I have not been continuing to buy more coins. Now look, think of it this way. I have a stash off to the side, which I don't intend to sell. Not until my numbers trigger. So I'm good. The other bit off on the other side is just my dollar cost average into crypto. However, it's held in US dollars. It's not held right now in crypto. I'm a long-term bull, but a short-term bear. So, I mean, how many years has it been since we touched the 786 retracement? That's what I'm saying. These are key numbers to watch. As long as you buy between a 618 and a 786, you're golden. However, I wanted more of a deal this run. Same thing. I no longer FOMO in. I mean, like I said, I have my stash off on the side. I don't intend to trade or do anything with. And then I have my dollar cost average on the side, where I'm looking to buy in, but at the right price. That's all. The right price and at the right time. So I'm letting the market come to me. Instead of, being just a cheerleader. I mean, look, I get it. Be a cheerleader. I mean, that is needed. But, I would say I'm more of a realist. Nothing goes straight up. Seen it too many times. I mean, I did that in 2017, and it was heartbreaking. It really was. It was gut-wrenching to know that I had that kind of money and I couldn't touch it. So during this entire bear market from 2018 forward, what I did was a lot of research. I figured out how I could take profit and have it not affect my disability or my medical, whether that's my insulin and eye surgeons. I mean, I almost moved to Mexico over the cost of insulin. Because, this rental property will pay for itself. I could rent easily, well, not now. Look above me, So I'm missing walls and ceilings, and now Hurricane Ida is just taking this even further back. Which is nuts, The freaking insurance people came out yesterday. That was crazy. So, yeah, I'll know what to do in about 2 weeks, but I got mold growing. Well, he couldn't say mold. He could say bacterial growth. So in other words, that's all got to be cut out and redone. Insulation ripped out. It's going to be a mess. And then the damn tenants are so freaking needy. So, oh my goodness, what do we do? What do we do? I don't know. I don't want to say, something else, but whatever. Do what you got to do, because what the government views as habitable is completely different than my definition. Habitable means that you have one tub, one sink, one toilet, and one stove, hot water, and you have one room. That's habitable. Whatever. So they may be forced to make a decision. I don't know. I don't know that yet. I do know that those things I wanted to get done regardless. But I was planning on doing that at a later date. Like when I'm done with my side, give them the option to move into my side, and then I could move into their side and just completely gut it and redo everything. So I don't know what's about to happen. so much about to go down. But I still got more numbers to crunch. So I don't know why, but Amazon is charging me like $3 a month. And I thought I had paid all the credit cards. And I got like till the 5th. I think today's the 5th. Alexa, what is today?
It's Tuesday, October 5th.
Yeah, so but today it's due. And I got to figure something out like really quick. So I got to go get, there's like 2 other credit cards I got to pay. And then I'm good. And I think I have an electric bill somewhere I got to pay too. Oh man. The struggle is real. But I don't know what's about to happen here as far as all the drywall and insulation work. I still got a lot about to happen outside. So, funny thing is, people around here, they think I'm finished. I'm like, no, I'm still gonna do rhino shield on the outside, upper and lower. And as well as the awning work, all the metal awnings that I'm having built, all the metal work I'm doing. So all of that's got to get finished yet before the painting and siliconing and all that. So then the gutters. But first, I need the insurance work to come back, and that'll be about 2 weeks. Because I need a roofer and all this other kind of stuff, so I don't know what all's about to go down. So this would be another roof. Roof is roughly like eight grand. So 30-year shingle, double felted. So yeah. The insurance guy found other points of entry of water and spots, whatnot. I can't see that. You point it out to me, I'll cut it out. But I'm tempted to do a lot of the work myself. You know, the inside work, the drywall and all. Been the maintenance man for family rental property since about the age of 12. So my thing is, I got a lot on my plate. I got this ankle screwed up. The other ankle is still not that great. I mean, it's still not fully healed. But I just wasn't planning on dancing in Dallas. But things happen. So, how long have I been ranting? 29 minutes. So yeah. Here soon, I've got to learn how to do this whole StreamYard thing. Look, I've been paying for it now for a few months. To go live and do live show, whatever. Have other people on, interviews, even just a conference call even I can do now through StreamYard. So I thought that was really cool. So I bought it, but I don't know how to use it yet. Also, I don't know how to pick thumbnails and do stuff like that for these different videos. And I don't know how to do a screen share where I can look other things up on, well, whether it's a separate monitor and then go back and forth, or to just, have this camera off on the side, minimized, and be looking other stuff up to then share. Or to then let you see what I'm seeing on my monitor, to go over different things. Anyway, a lot yet to do. I'm still slammed with other stuff. So, anyway, look, y'all be cool. Go make it a day. Later.
Everything reminds me of you, but everything is not enough. Feeling out by the ocean, among all those white hot sands, where every sunrise is just for you. So come along and take my hand.